man with boundaries. And look, let me tell you why. Again, we mentioned this before. A man with boundaries, you know, they know that you're not getting around. They know that you're a man of your word. And whenever you say something, you mean it. And they like to see a guy that can't control himself, his emotions. Confirmation with the birds chirping, you know. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. It wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. I had to get my stone out my pocket. It's raining out here and it's cold, y'all, so bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Again, Grand Rising. Shout out to my new and old subscribers. You guys, my channels are growing. I appreciate you guys subscribing across the board. The links are in the description. Again, with that being said, let's get back to the topic. Give y'all a panoramic real quick. Women just love a man with boundaries. You know, when you have boundaries, it's just like they look up to you like they're supposed to. They can get guidance from you. They feel safe. It's really all boiled down to making them feel safe because you are a reliable, safe guy. And things have gotten so crazy nowadays to where regular women are pretty much looking any and everywhere for guidance. So you being the Sigma, coming out of the woods, you know what I'm saying, literally coming out of the woods to help save women and humanity by getting them back in alignment and letting them know that, listen, we understand that this past generation of men have failed in a certain kind of way because they were raised by single mothers, basically set up for failure, you know, to begin with. I'm not bashing all. I'm not bashing all. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just saying that there's a fact that we all know. The past 30, 40 years, most guys have been raised by single mothers, so product. So we have to, you know what I'm saying, this kind of show that this is the natural way of things. And this is what I'm not going to deal with. I understand you're super hot. I get it. I like it. I like it a lot. However, let's go back for a second. It means nothing. It means nothing in modern dating, okay? All you women with makeup and lipstick and filters can look like some kind of IG model. You meet you in person, juice isn't worth the squeeze. And I mean that respectfully on King David. Listen, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I appreciate y'all. I'm out here in Mother Nature, living my best life. Panoramic really quick. You guys do me a favor, hit that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button. You know you want to. You know you want to do it. Smash that like button. Come on now. Anyway, y'all, listen. Remember, right now, it's most important. I've been trying to call for this. I'm going to slide it back in here to where one day or maybe in December, we all en masse unsubscribe to all of these females, YouTubes, Facebooks, TikToks. And I'm not talking about all, I'm talking about just the crazy ones. You know, any of them, just en masse unsubscribe. I don't see what the problem is. The only thing that affects these covert narcissistic type of females is the bottom line, which is the dollar. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh crap, these men mean what they say. We might have to go ahead and do what we need to do to get along with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, and they will respect it. The ladies will respect it. They're like, okay, there's some leadership being done. There's some guys getting some things done. You know, I wouldn't mind being led by them. You know what I'm saying? And then you get yourself a woman. You know, and there it is. All this new modern age stuff where they're telling you that you have to prove to her that you're worth her time so that she can submit to you is nonsensical. It's absolutely nonsensical. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? That's her leading your black ass or whatever, you know what I'm saying, ethnicity you are. That's her leading you, telling you all kind of crazy stuff, and you guys are doing it. You're doing it. You're letting us down. You're letting us down, okay? Just do better. Do better. Remember, have your boundaries. I'm showing you guys, I'm living by example. The more boundaries you have, the more women like you. Now, you have to manage to get yourself to the point where you're not intimidating them too much, right? You want the good ones to come around. So you have to show that, hey, I have a softer side. It's just not meant for everybody. Excuse me. And that way, the good ones will work their way around eventually. Is that a good backdrop right there? Maybe, sort of. Not really. The good ones will work their way around you, and they'll understand, like, listen, this is a good guy. He has to, you know, be a certain kind of way with certain females. I hear him. And make yourself available. Allow them to give you a choosing signal / choose you or pick you or, you know, come after you or initiate with you. Do not do the approach. It's unsafe, okay? With lawsuits and everything else being the way that they are, for you guys to be cold approaching, you're literally playing with your life. It is dangerous. You might as well just, you know, play Russian roulette or something. I mean, that's what you're doing with your life. But you're like, I'm a big dog, I can cold approach. Yeah, you can get a lawsuit. You know what I mean? You can get sued. That's why I say it's the safest thing. What is the harm? Just letting her approach you. These women are so in their energies, let them approach you. That way she knows that she's interested in you and you know she's interested in you. I mean, that makes sense to me. I don't see what the need is for anything else to be done. You as a man, you should be busy doing stuff. So, you know, you shouldn't be running around approaching women. If you're running around approaching women, you don't have a life. You're probably a player. Think about that, ladies. Men have things to do. Can I turn that off? Yeah. Men have things to do. Real men anyway. 8 minutes. Oh, I got plenty of time. Listen, I'm gonna get on TikTok here. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. Get on TikTok and work out. I've been meaning to get over there, but I just had other things to do. And I'm also enjoying getting on YouTube and talking my talk. Get across this bridge. This car is coming. Here, coming. There we go. Grand Rising, if you're just joining me, remember to hit that like button. YouTube is getting really weird, y'all. Like super weird. Like, if you notice after my live, it'll say like 5 likes and it'll say 2 views. How is that possible? How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? They're doing weird stuff right now. So, you know, support the lives, support the channel. If you're here to do so, if you're here to just spy, whatever, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Cross watching. But again, I'm just gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna get off of here, okay? Have safe boundaries. Don't waver, don't bend, and have a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Oh, King David, have a purpose, man. Oh God, have a purpose. What you have to do is have a purpose and be independent, an independent man, and meaning you got your own house, you got your own car, you know what I'm saying? You pay your bills, you're a bad dude, you know what I'm saying? Be the independent man, and they should love you. You know what I'm saying? Have your purpose, and don't make them your purpose. These women should love you. You should have no problems getting them whatsoever. No problems. You know, keep a safe. Look, when you're talking to a woman and you're talking about your boundaries, and she, you know, gets sour with you, and who cares? Smile in her face, or continue to, be playful on the phone or whatever, and let her get in her feelings, and let her be the one to be like, oh, well, I gotta get out of here. All right, you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. I'll be here. It doesn't matter. Nowadays, a man has to be firm in his boundaries because, as a man nowadays, you don't have nobody else. You got yourself. You gotta take care of yourself and your representation. A man for your kids, or your nephews, or your nieces, or whatever, your daughters, or whatever. So you can't be out here simping. Sorry, be careful my words. You can't be out here doing certain things. Real men, you know what I'm saying, are in high demand, and there's very few of us out here, and are doing everything they can, to suppress any kind of message from guys like me and other guys, and women out there that are also putting a good message out there, suppressing us while trying to promote any kind of tomfoolery and the shenanigans and any celebrity breakup and, drama or whatever. It's crazy out here, okay? So you have to focus on yourself, and while you're doing this, when women like get an attitude with you, like, what do you mean you don't have time? And, well, according to blah, 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 if you really like somebody, you'll make time. Well, I'm not blah, blah, blah. I'm not Dr. blah, blah, blah. I'm not YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. I'm not TikToker, da, 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 da. I'm David, okay? And over here, King David says, I'm making time for this first. And if that's a problem for you, well, we're just not meant to be. Now, what happens is, like I've told you before, women sometimes, most of the time, they have, before they approach you, have looked you up, looked into you, built a proxy relationship, and expect for you to act accordingly. When you don't, like if you say something outside of what they imagined, the relationship to start off like, and for you to say, then they just automatically, if they're a narcissist, they'll flip out. They'll flip out in some type of way. If they're a regular woman, they'll be like, oh, I didn't expect that. And then you'd be like, what did you expect? And she'd be like, oh, I just imagine, why would you imagine that? Oh, well, just based off of your profile pictures and, going through your channel and your content, I'm like, oh, okay. That's a fair assessment. Well, how long have you been assessing this? You know what I'm saying? And I'll say something like, and mind you, the longer the better, because that way you're really giving me a fair trial. And they'll be like, oh, not long at all. It's a couple months. A couple months? Absolutely not. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Some studying has been done. The waters have been tainted. I can't trust what she says. She's going to tell me whatever I want to hear. But that's how you got to do it. I say you have to move. Healthy boundaries. You know what I'm saying? One of my boundaries is I don't want you studying me before you approach. I understand that some people have to watch for a little while, but if you're getting into the months, then you're probably just a fan. And you probably should leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. I'll be honest about it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the boundaries got to be established. Healthy ones. For you and for me. All right? Look, y'all. I'm really used to going live in the evenings, but I wanted to go live before I worked out. Because I know once I work out, I'm not going to feel like doing YouTube. Look, I'm telling you right now, before I go, that it's going to be a time here soon where women, it's going to be a flex to have a man. Not a great man, not a bad boy, not the man, not an alpha man, not a Sigma man, but a man. You know what I'm saying? A man is sticking around. A man is, it's going to be a flex because it's about to get so scarce with men saving up their money and going overseas and being like, well, might as well go on semen retention, go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, become a Chad, and then go overseas. And, you know, and it's not about going over there to just like get some and come home. No, it's going over there to, you know, be over there for a little while, see what it's like, explore some options over there, and then come back over here. Because what we're not going to do is act like, you know, men have always sailed the seas and conquered lands or moved around just to be stuck with a certain group of women who don't appreciate them. I mean, that's not what it is. Now, the more that we move around, the more we show them like, oh my God, it's serious. They're really doing this. Yes. Like, we're really not playing with y'all. We're done. Over here, it's a circus. You know, with allegations, could be anything. Okay, think about it like this. You could have a great night with the chick and you could have, you know, really made her, you know, regret looking you in the eyes. And then if things don't work out, that great night can turn into a nightmare just because she's mad that you moved on. And she can just say, oh, it was horrible. Oh. It's too much over here. You can't go to the gym. It's too much over here. They're in there posting up, trying to catch you, being one of the pervy guys, and you're doing nothing. You're minding your business. It's too much. They're trying to set up in grocery stores and out and about to catch you, to make it seem like, you know, you're paying them any attention. You're not paying them no attention, man. It's too much. That's why I say stay on your purpose. Like I've noticed, women are approaching, and I'm saying, I think by next year, you know, hear me now, hear me now, listen. I think by next year on King David, I think that these women are going to be, you know what I'm saying, on some getting a man or having a man is a flex. You know, because going around here and being on this independent, that's not a flex. It's hard work, and it's work until you know what I'm saying, leave this realm. No woman wants that. So, that being said, I'm not going to hold you, but here soon, it's going to be, if you got a man, that's going to be a flex. And then women are going to be trying to steal that woman's man. And I'm telling you, man, we're going to be a rare commodity. All we have to do now is just buckle down. That's why I'm trying to get y'all on semen retention. What I'm really doing is getting y'all out the streets, forcing women to deal with Pookies and Ray Rays and a few alphas that don't want to listen, right? And then that way they get tired of them and they can't be talking about having all these options because dudes are flaking on them and doing what we got to do. So what's going to happen is it's going to force the market to realize, man, these dudes are serious. We got to do something differently. We can't gaslight them into doing what we want. We can't shame them into doing what we want no more. They don't care. They really would. And if you think about it, it's not really that much to go overseas and not go over there with, you know, with one person in mind or you know, hitting up a, you know what, streetwalker. But going over there and dating, you know, just like you would do over here, and see how it works. I can guarantee you it's not more expensive. I can guarantee you it's not. The problem is some of you guys are scared and all this weirdo stuff. Man, you better get your butt on that plane. The odds of you falling out of a plane are highly unlikely and way less likely than you going out on a date. You think you had a good night until the lady that you had a good night with decides that she wants to make it a nightmare. I'm just being honest. So you go overseas, I'm just saying try it out, but definitely go on semen retention, save your money up for right now. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it more in the comments, y'all. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth it, saving your money up, going overseas? Do you think the expenses are about the same as, you know, going on a date here in the States where some women I want you to drop a $500 deposit. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Let's talk about it like we've been doing in the comments. Hit that like button, y'all. I ain't playing with you on King David. Hit that like button. You know you like what you see. Share the live and subscribe. I'm getting off of here and getting on TikTok. It's your boy King David. I'm your brother and I love you.